just finished my morning prayers. Today is January 27th, 2025. It's not even the dawn yet of a very busy week. Jesus is not a socialist. Jesus was not just an activist, although he was active. He was not an activist. First, I speak from my own opinions. I'm certainly not speaking on behalf of church authority. I'm simply just talking about ideas that, based on some formation and a lot of mistakes, I'm really just talking to myself. I'm reminding myself the whole reason that I kept this channel in the beginning was my audible journals, because it's very difficult to fill books and to go back, and at least for a time YouTube was a good place for this. And when you get mad enough, or when you get happy enough, you make things public. But then you meet people like that guy Will, who God knows who his name really was, and now you meet people on X like this guy Dylan. And you know, there's a new kind of enemy that really just, they don't answer questions. I knew a guy whose claim to fame as an attorney was admit nothing, deny everything, and make counter accusations. And when that's your claim to fame, you're really not having a conversation. You're directing traffic away and you're just talking. So in the interest of trying to keep this short, Jesus was not a socialist. He never gathered people together and said, all right, guys, let's just come together and I will help shield you from the authorities. Come together, let's hide here, and you can break the law, just I will shelter you. I will lecture them and I will shelter you. Now, he did say, come to me, all you are weary and heavy burdened, and I will give you rest. But that does not mean that Jesus said, I will let you break the law. So the difference between socialism and who Jesus is, because it's not a was with Jesus, he is the Lord. Jesus is God, and God is I am, not I was. But activism, socialism, Jesus told the guys, catch this fish. In this fish, you'll find a coin that will be more than enough to pay the tax. In addition to saying, render unto Caesar what's Caesar's. The Catechism of the Catholic Church, I have the paragraph number. Maybe I'll post it later if I actually decide to keep this public. The Catechism of the Catholic Church discusses, when it's talking about citizenship, the importance of following the law and how a sovereign nation has the right to defend its own borders. It has the right to defend its own borders. What the Catholic Church should be doing is reminding people we are the largest charitable organization on the planet, bar none. The largest charitable organization on the planet is the Catholic Church. Look it up. However, amidst a united church is a divided people. But the kind of unity that can exist in the United Council of Catholic Bishops, the USCCB, there is a 6-bullet document that talks about the stuff that should be happening. My question to many is, okay, so when you talk about comprehensive immigration reform, as opposed to following the immigration law, first and foremost, you need to not lump legal and illegal immigration into one word for immigration. There is a huge difference between illegal immigration and legal immigration. And I say that for no other reason than the Catechism explicitly differentiates between the two, and how it is important that you welcome the stranger. But if someone has taken the time to follow the law, they have taken the time to, as a stranger, to come into this country and do what they're supposed to do. And when I say this country, I mean the United States, for my friend over there in the UK. But again, this is really for me, to help me tailor, without getting ridiculously angry, conversations to people that are like Dylan, this guy Dylan, who, I don't know why you talk to people like that. I mean, really, the best thing you can do is say, look, dude, I'll give you my Discord. I will give you the voice, but you need to answer some questions instead of making fun of how fat I am. I know how fat I am. I've had the voice, I've had the face for radio my whole life. I mean, I have subjected myself to public shame on the daily. I don't care that you think I'm fat. I know that I'm fat. I don't care what you think about my looks. It doesn't change the facts that I'm right. You want to argue about the policy, then tell me, hey, fat fuck, your policy's wrong. Just answer a simple question about your policy. That's all I want to know. Why are you right and I'm wrong? I'll give you my Discord link. I'll patch you in. I'll try to figure it out. Just so you can come here. Just so you can come here and onto my private thoughts, and I'll make them public for you. Just so you can tell me. It was the whole reason why with Will, I was just like, all right, man. So since it's so important for you to just completely tag every one of my videos with your comments, what are you trying to tell me? The kind of trolling that happens from people that are entirely hypocritical, that I don't understand, is, what do you want to do? You think that shaming me is somehow relevant when it makes the argument seem entirely valid when you can't discuss anything against it. So instead you make fun of how much I weigh, or how, God made me ugly. Well, okay. He also gave me a voice, and he also chose, at this moment at least, to give me an opportunity to say, you know what, there's a lot more people that agree with what I'm saying. And it's not even about me. It's about what's hopefully right and just. And I'm the hypocrite. I mean, I can't call anybody a hypocrite without saying, look, there's about a million things I do on a moment-to-moment basis that are entirely hypocritical. But again, let's take the money that the Catholic Church has. Let us say to our neighbor, let's go back. I'll take you on the bus. I will pay for your plane tickets. Come with me. Let's go to the border. Let's turn ourselves in peacefully. Let's go. No run anymore. Let's go. I'll help you through the process. I'm not going to hide you. Here is a fish that you can catch. And if you open the mouth of this fish, inside the coin will take care of it. The Catholic Church can unite when the pastor says, look, we have an obligation here to protect this church, and I want to protect you as well. And you will be welcomed as a stranger, but you have to do what the law says. Jesus never said, he only called out a law that was against another law. When people talk about comprehensive immigration reform, tell me what's wrong with the law. Is it a problem because it takes so long to process people? Is it a problem that people need to be vetted? Is it a problem that you make people take the oath of citizenship? Read the oath of citizenship. The children are not subject to the authority therein if their parents have not cited the oath of citizenship, the oath of naturalization. If you read it, that's why those children are not subject to the authority therein. So a pastor can say, come with me. We will go together. We will do it the right way. We will use our resources to welcome you. But you have to do it the right way. I can't protect you if you continue to go on a shooting rampage. And I mean that figuratively. I love how everybody talks in the literal, but nobody understands figurative talk. They don't say figuratively anymore. Everything is literally. So, follow the law and turn yourself in. If you're not one of these violent individuals, you're probably not going to run. But you don't need to hide. You need to go fishing with Jesus. You need to understand that socialism is against it's a philosophy of failure. The philosophy that says, look, we're going to punish the people that did it legally. We're going to punish the people that protect their home. We're going to punish the people that, okay, you put an alarm system on your house. You're a bad person. You should open the door when your children are there. That's socialism. It's punishing the people that are doing what they're supposed to do. I love the neighbor. I visit the imprisoned. I take care of the sick. But I'm still a hypocrite because I get angry when I realize that most of the time I'm just talking to Wills and Dylans. They're a waste of time. Okay, so again, I got a really nice guy that has been commenting recently on some of my videos, and I was neglecting to share my X with him because X is not like the opportunity that I got with Nintendo stuff. And in terms in so as to keep this more brief, Jesus was not a socialist activist. He told people to take care of yourself. When John the Baptist was telling people to prepare the way, he didn't tell the tax collector and the soldier, keep killing people, keep hiding, keep stealing. He told them, do what you're supposed to be doing. Don't cheat people. There is an unbelievable amount of resources that the Catholic priests that are left in this country and bishops can get together and say, look, we will pay for tickets for you to go to the border with us. We promise you we will get you in touch with people that you need to, but you need to turn yourself in. You need to go do this. You should have done this a long time ago. You have put your children at risk. For the injunctions that are being filed because it's supposedly unconstitutional, they have to fight in court that we want to separate the children from the parents. That's the only way they can win the argument in court. We want to separate these children. Is that winning the case? What we're saying, what the law is saying, is by your crimes, you have neglected your children. Now it is time to face the consequences. Go fishing with Jesus and pay the tax. Just go do it the right way. This is an unbelievably large, and unlike the supposed scientists that say that we're overpopulated, we've got plenty of places that you can be. We can control how much is done. If people, I get it, like, just because you make drugs illegal, look at how many drugs Dylan does before he goes to a Fish concert, while he's at a Fish concert, when he comes home from a Fish concert like 4 days later. When you're an attorney and you admit nothing and deny everything and make counter accusations, and your entire business is to defend criminals, I get it. You think everybody's a bad guy. And there's a lot of bad people out there, and I'm probably one of them. I'm certainly a sinner. I am pathetically bad when it comes to trying to hold my tongue. But I'm also trying very hard to continue to pray, to continue to seek refuge in the one that has promised compassion, forgiveness, that his burden is light. It will not be as bad as you think. But if you continue to argue against it and just say, change the law, officer, I should be able to go 150 miles an hour on the highway. That's outrageous. Change the law. You need to allow my car, take the restrictor off my car so that I can, go as fast as I want. I'll leave you alone. I mean, you're not paying taxes. If you don't, your social security number is a fraudulent number. I'm paying taxes to Chinese goods. That doesn't mean I'm a citizen of China when I buy things. Just do what you need to do. I support you. I'm so excited to read when people have come into this country and gone through the process. We have plenty of people at my church. Plenty of people at my church that it's like, hey, I did all this stuff. My paperwork was processed. Congratulations. I am subject to the authority therein. You are subject to the authority therein. But you can't argue that if you can't even do the simple things like go to the store and stand in line. You wait till you're called and you, next, please. You want to reform everything. The reforms that need to happen once you can say there's like 12 million people that just cut in front of me in line and they didn't even promise to do anything. Process my paperwork. And I might even let this person get in front of me because they've got 3 kids here that need their mom and dad. That's not socialism. It might not be the crony capitalism and the public-private partnership that exists, but it's certainly not socialism. It's not Robin Hood. Jesus is not Robin Hood. He did not rob. He forgave the thief on the cross, but he did not rob. He did not steal people's money. I mean, in the Catholic Church, today's gospel, Jesus even says, you have to tie up a strong man before you can raid his home. Jesus is not telling people, go break into people's houses. Just make sure you break their security system. He's using the analogy because they're trying to call him a devil and a demon. A devil and a demon does not tell people, we're gonna get all of these people out of here that are like trying to kill you and sneak around. It's not an invisible enemy or a myth. We're teaching people, look, this is the best thing you can do for your kids is teach them how to stand in line. Teach them how to be patient. I'm constantly learning that lesson myself when the internet doesn't work. When I have to wait until they process paperwork. I mean, these are rules of life. I have to go. So as long as this was, I didn't get an opportunity to look in the comments, but I would look everywhere to find Dylan, this is not another Dylan, to find the Dylan that all I'm willing to do, this is just like the thing I gave to Will. Get on the Discord. I will give you the voice, and you tell me why you're right and I'm wrong. I will give you the opportunity for the 2 to 4 people besides me that actually listen to my rants. But if all you're going to do is insult my intelligence, or not even my intelligence, you just insult my looks, that's what cameras are for. I get it. But you're an unhappy person. You left New York, or your family's still in New York, you're stuck in Florida, and you can't stand how everybody around you in the Palm Coast is protected by a governor that is doing things that make sense. You can't stand it. And maybe it's affecting your business. It should be helping your business if you're an attorney. But you admit nothing. You don't answer questions. You deny everything. You make counter accusations. And all of them are based on people's looks. You put MAGA people on your feed and you insult women, you insult people of different races. I mean, which ethnicity, excuse me, there's only one race, human race. But you insult people. You call an Indian American Apu. You insulted a black man. You make fun of women. You make fun of. I mean, it's all about orientation. I mean, if they don't lockstep agree with whatever the hell it is you believe, which I don't even know what it is. I think you're just there to attack people. And you have continued to attack me. You have done what Will did. You have created repeated accounts to attack me. And I respond when somebody flips off 79 million people and tells us all to go to hell. I respond. That's the hypocrite in me. But I don't do anything out of spite. I retaliate poorly. But I don't come out and spite people. And again, this is still for me to go back and re-listen to my own vlogs, because the argument that I am trying to help myself grab in a smaller period of words is the Catholic Church has the resources to not burden the federal government with this operation. We have the ability to help people find the coin in the fish. Thanks for listening, Andy. Thanks for listening, Dylan. You don't listen, dude. You don't read, you don't listen, you don't answer questions. Will, if you're out there, I don't know what the hell happened to you. And all the people that continue to try to figure out what the hell I'm talking about, just remember that you have to keep praying. You have to keep doing it. Thank God the official prayer of the Catholic Church is the Liturgy of the Hours, that you have to keep cycling through the prayers. The Rosary is one of the best Bible studies you could go through, so you get to keep doing it. That's great. Thanks for watching.